Are you frustrated by the fierce Las Vegas housing market? Well, you are not alone. So today we are going to take those challenges and show you how to turn them into a victory for you in the Las Vegas housing market. So have you noticed that you're not really seeing the houses come on the market that you had hoped? Because right now we are facing a housing shortage. And yes, inventory is very low. And there could be a few reasons for this. I'm seeing it on both sides. I'm seeing buyers are saying, listen, if interest rates are higher and I'm going to be paying more every single month, then I want to get exactly what I want in my home. I don't want to have to come in and remodel. I want all of the work to have already been done so that it is move-in ready and there is not one thing that I need to do to fix it up. And then on the other hand, you have sellers who are pricing homes probably higher than they should because they're like, well, there's not a lot of inventory on the market, so I'm going to see if I can get a higher price. But if those homes are not in absolutely pristine, move-in ready, and they just wow people when they walk through the door, they're sitting for a little while. And the other reason that inventory isn't coming on the market right now is because sellers are doing the same thing that buyers are doing. Sellers are waiting to see a property come on the market that makes sense for them before they want to put their home on the market. So we have a little bit of a log jam for a few different reasons, but my hope is when interest rates come down a little bit, you're going to see that more homes are going to come on the market. So I'm going to share with you best practices that have worked for my clients so that you're prepared ahead of time. Don't wait for the market to shift and then try to jump on board with every single other person who's been waiting for the last 6 months, a year, or more to buy their home. Let's get a plan in place so that you are ahead of the game and ready to rock and roll when that house comes online. So, best practice number 1, if you're not seeing resale homes that you really love, or maybe they're not in an area that you like, new development is one of these times that I think you should really look at what's out there as far as new construction homes. So make sure that you still are sticking to whatever it is that you made your list of what's highly important to you and your family. And then that way you can see if there are new construction homes that fit that criteria. And right now they're doing money for rate buy downs. Some of them have spec homes that you won't be able to customize, but they are ready to move in probably within the next 30 or 45 days. And then if you don't have a time frame, you actually still right now have the opportunity to go to a developer, build from dirt, make structural changes, and pick all of the design features that you want. So right now for new home construction, if you're not finding what you want in the resale market, new construction is the way to go. Best practice number 2. you need patience and you need speed. So let me explain. You need patience because you may not be seeing what is on the market right now that is really exciting you about making the move. And so sometimes we let that mean that we're not really actively preparing to make the move. But why you need the speed is because when that home comes on the market, you want to be able to quickly act because you're not the only one who's been waiting for that home to come on the market. So in order to be able to use speed to your advantage, during this time where you're being so patient and getting frustrated, let's make sure that we have you in with the lender, that we have you talking to people to strategically get you in a position where you already know you have your funds ready, you have your loan ready, your debt to income ratio is where it needs to be. Because oftentimes, if we wait till the last minute to get a lender involved, things may come up on your credit score or on your history of repayment that maybe need to be taken care of prior to that pre-approval being issued. So let's take advantage of this low inventory market and get you to be able to get to the finish line for the home that you really love when it actually comes on the market. So getting prepared in advance allows you to speed up when you find that home. And you cannot wait to get in to see that property. So if there's a home that you're interested in, let's chat right away. If you're out of state, we can do a video walkthrough so that you can see what that home lives like. And then if you're here in town, we need to get in to see it in person right away. So I have a client, Rich, who was not finding what he wanted. So we did a really great thing for him, which is we set him up on searches that were kind of outside what they thought they wanted in different areas that they hadn't considered. But because the inventory has not been there in the neighborhood that he wanted, he was able to really use that time to say, yes, I really love the area that we selected first, or it would give him the opportunity to say, that's a great idea. I didn't even know these other areas existed. And so it does give you that chance to be able to really hone in on exactly what you want, because you're seeing things that now you know you don't want. So that is one way that we can get you prepared for when that perfect house comes online. If you're new to my channel, my name is Eileen Guilbeault. I am your Las Vegas real estate advisor, helping you relocate to Las Vegas and giving you all sorts of tips and tricks about living in Las Vegas. Remember to subscribe and ring that bell so that you're notified every single time a new video is posted. Best practice number 3, buy first and then sell. And it might sound impossible, but there is this amazing product right now called a cross-collateral loan that allows you to purchase your new home, move, clean it out, and then you can sell your home when it's empty. And the reason that I have many clients who use this strategy is because inventory is low right now. So they're really worried about selling their home and not being able to find something after they have to move out. That is a real issue that you could run into in this market. So what we've done instead is found a lender to provide them a tool to be able to do it in a way that makes sense for them so that they can get the home that they want and still have the availability of selling their home after the fact. My client, Nicole, is currently doing this. She has a young child, and even the thought of trying to keep her home clean for showings with a toddler is enough to just, you break out in hives trying to think of how this process is going to work. And because what they need is so specific and we haven't found it yet, this loan makes a lot of sense for them. So we already have them qualified. All we're waiting for is the home to plug into this loan so that they can get moving. So in this market, I estimate that their current home will take 30 days to sell once we actually get it on the market. And so if you're only looking at a 30-day window that you'll have a cross-collateral loan, which is going to be a little bit higher than just the loan for your primary residence, it's totally doable. So this is one of the ways in a low inventory market that we help you find your next home and then sell your current home. And you can do that whether you live in Las Vegas or you're relocating from somewhere else. So if you're relocating, you can still use a cross-collateral loan, buy your home in Vegas. When you get here, then you can sell your current home. Okay, it's pop quiz time. So knowing a few of the strategies that I use, which one do you see working for you and your family? Moving first and buying later? Maybe doing a cross-collateral loan? Or looking at new construction homes? Whoever answers first, you'll get a personal shout out from me. Best practice number 4 is where we create inventory that doesn't even exist yet. And this comes in the form of really narrowing down the neighborhood that my client wanted to be in. There were 2 of them, and she was familiar enough with the floor plans that there were only 2 floor plans in those neighborhoods, in each of those neighborhoods, that would work for her family. And so what we did is we took all of those homes in those 2 neighborhoods, found the ones that fit the size she wanted, and there were some that were actually the size she wanted, but not the street she wanted. So we hyper-focused on exactly the homes that would work for her and her family. And then we crafted a letter that told a little bit about them, about how they had lived in the Summerlin area, and they had made so many friends from the time that her son was born, walking the trails behind their current neighborhood, So they wanted to stay in one of the neighborhoods in Summerlin that were attached to those trails. So not only did we send out actual mail from the Postal Service, and if we didn't hear back, because people don't really check their mail that much anymore, we actually dropped some information on their doorstep about my client, about her family. We include that they are pre-approved up to a specific amount with their lender, so that people know this isn't some fake "I have a buyer for you" letter. This is actual information about a family and why they want to live in that neighborhood. So if the people that receive these letters have any intention at all of selling their current home, then we walk through that home to see if it fits what she wants. If it doesn't, we say thank you very much for allowing us the opportunity to come preview your home. But if it does work, then we go into a negotiation, which could include them deciding that they do want to sell, or maybe they say, you know what, listen, we want to sell, but not for 6 months. And the purpose of this letter is not for me to get listings from the people that are looking to sell their homes, but it is truly to find a home that fits the needs that my client has. So that is how we are creating inventory so that we are on track to do what is best for our clients. For more videos about relocating to Las Vegas and tips and tricks in the real estate space, make sure to watch one of the 2 videos on the screen. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.